please just tell me what's on your mind. 'Cause I don't have time to figure it out. Figure it out. We haven't been our best for long. I think that we're just holding on to something that won't work out. Maybe we should walk away, just say goodbye and go in separate ways.
はい、ありがとうございます。
I can feel it deep inside. We will never work this out. We will never work this out. I can feel it deep inside. We will never work this out. We will never work this out.
I still remember the day that you came. You were so little. For me it's just a day. Now you're all grown up, tall as a tree, strong as a wolf pup, faster than me. So if you're worried that a chance will pass you by, and if you're standing on the sidelines wondering why. say it's all for the best. No man I've wondered what I should say. It always feels like a mistake. Another hysterical craze. I'm getting less brave by the day.
いいですよ、そこからでも。はい、いいですね。
もう少しくっついた。
いや、本格的に。すげえ。
鯉めっちゃ泳いでる。
めっちゃでかい。
多分あれやな、餌慣れした鯉たちやな。こんなところで休むんや。よいしょ、よいしょ。じゃじゃん。
心とご苦労少しください。店内には参考までさまざまな人の考えが通じるところがございます。
It hurts. It's not funny anymore 'cause it hurts. Your face, I look away, my heart is ready to burst. Come back to me. We are meant to be. 'Cause it's never over until it's over. And after all been said and done, I'm glad I fought. Oh, I wished we won. Crying like fire in the sun. Let's just forget, leave it behind.
Let's just forget